everyone, and welcome to day 13. As I promised yesterday, I think I said that I was going to talk about some more of the fears that I've ever experienced and a challenge, a different type of challenge that I ended up sort of putting myself on so that I could overcome one of the many fears. I have lots of fears, just so that you are aware. It's not just video phobia or just being on camera. It goes deeper and longer than that. One of the fears goes along with video that I had for probably the inception, from when this type of video came out. I had this fear, and it was in regards to live streaming. And I don't know why I treated it differently, for some strange reason in my mind, than pre-recorded video. And I think the biggest difference was with pre-recorded video, I always knew if I made a mistake, I could stop and start all over again. And bear in mind, I am a recovering perfectionist. So if I didn't sound right, if whatever it was that I was saying didn't fall out of my mouth correctly, I was stopping and restarting. Guaranteed. And I knew I couldn't do that on a live stream. So that thought freaked me out to no end. And then back then, because this was probably 2015, 2016, I think, is when like Periscope, for those of you who remember the live streaming platforms, Periscope was the first one that I had encountered, and then a bunch of other ones came out, and some of those have died off since then. And then Facebook ended up including live streaming in their platform. And I remember trying to do it. And I would get so scared. At first, I would do it, but you didn't see me. I was doing faceless live streams. And even that freaked me out. Even doing it where I wasn't on camera, I was just like, oh, well, everybody's going to know who I am if I do this. And if I mess up, they're still going to know who I am, even though they can't see me and probably didn't know who the hell I was, even if they saw my name on the screen. Don't ask me what I was thinking. That was just a paralyzing fear that I had. So it took me years and years and years and years and years before I finally got the hang of doing live streams. And at first it was on Facebook, but specifically in my group or in the group of someone that I was good friends with or I was close with. I didn't dare do it where the entire public would be able to see me. And I had that fear, believe it or not, up until 2023. And in 2023, I just said, you know what? I can't keep doing this. I got to get over this fear. What can I do? So it happened to be the month of October, and it was literally about 8 or so days before Halloween. So I made up my mind that I was going to go live every single day until Halloween. And the goal of my doing this was to get myself over the fear of going live. And I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's Halloween. People are frightened in October. So that'll be the theme of it. I'm addressing my fears for the next 7 days. Don't ask me what any of those videos are about. I'd have to try and hunt them down and find them because I have no recollection of any of them. But I did it. I went live every single day until Halloween for 7 consecutive days. So it got me to the point where I was so comfortable that I almost for a brief moment thought, oh, I could do this every day permanently. Because the longer I do this, the easier it gets. And then I talked myself off that ledge and then said, no, starting in 2024, I will go live every single week. And so I made a promise. I came up with my content calendar and I went live every single week with the exception of the month of December because I was away for the entire month. And truth be told, I probably could have figured out something where I would have been able to go live for for each week, but with time difference and all of that jazz, and I didn't really know where I was going to be, I just decided, let's just scratch December. So I went live for 11 straight consecutive months in 2024. So that allowed me to face a fear. That was a mild fear. And if any of you, this is a side note, do I have the book here? If any of you have ever read this book, Hello Fears by Michelle Poler, you need to read it. Because I kind of got the idea from reading her book. And in that book, she faced fears that I have them, but I would never face them in what she did. Because she went and faced, you need to read the book. She faced fears that I wouldn't dare, like singing in public or, skydiving. I mean, she did fears that I just would not encounter. And it became a mission for her. And so her book kind of inspired it, because I read her book in 2023. So it kind of inspired it a little bit, but I just didn't go to the extreme that she did. So for 2025, I was really trying to figure out how can I challenge myself even more? And that's when I came up with this challenge that I'm on right now, which is to do video every single day for 90 days. And that actually was a challenge that Stephen Bartlett shared. I think it was on one of his Behind the Diary episodes. And he just really challenged his audience to create content for 90 consecutive days. I just upped it a notch by making that content video. And then I just said, it could be a pre-recorded video, it could be a live video, it could be a short video. And so that's what I chose to do. And so I'm hoping that that can hopefully also inspire you to do the same thing, because video, I think, can be impactful. I'm not obsessing over all of the nuanced things that you need to with these videos. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from what's within me, and I'm sharing my thoughts and my experiences. It's not going to resonate with everyone. This challenge and the videos that I'm creating is not for everyone. So if you are at the very beginning of this video and you're still with me, then hopefully it is for you. But if it's not, I'm cool with that. And that has taken me a long time to get or become at peace with as well. So I challenge you to choose a challenge of your own that will allow you to conquer some kind of a fear, whether it's a fear that you have in your business or whether it's a fear that you have personal. Michelle's were all personal fears. I think for the most part, we're all personal fears. So it could be a personal fear that you have. But I think it's really important. The journey that I've been on in addressing these fears have made me realize that I've allowed these fears to control me and to dictate what I do, when I do it, and how I do it. And I don't want that to happen anymore. And I don't want that to happen to you. So if you're like me, and you had a video fear where you just did not want to be on camera, if you followed my story at all, you would know that I started off with faceless videos where you could hear me, but you couldn't see me. And then I gradually made myself a little bit more comfortable over time, and then got to the point where I could do straight videos like I'm doing right now. And so if you want help in creating some of those faceless videos, join me for my workshops in September, October, and in November. And I guarantee that by the end of our workshop together, which is going to be between 90 minutes and 2 hours, you will have 2 videos that you will be able to post that same day if you dare. So come on and join me. The link is either above me or below this video, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.